Hi guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 and we're doing some jobs up and down the CD road. Hopefully it'll be a good drive. No doubt there'll be a lot of reckless people on. So I replied to Hitman Gaming before. He was asking us past the emojis. I'm assuming he means the emojis that pop up next to the chat. What I've done is I turned it off for me months ago. So if you see where it says top plans, you've got three lines next to it. If you click on that, you can turn the emoji thing off if it does annoy you. Just a heads up on that one. Welcoming Ben, welcoming Leaf, who went for a drive earlier, was quicker but lots of reckless and impatient overtakers. He'll probably be busier now because it's peak time as well. And welcoming Smiler Bob, nice to have you with us. Let's get our first job. London to Calais as usual. Oh, interesting one. Good evening Prince, welcome in. And that's right Leaf, this is a Volvo FH5 we're driving. You don't think you'll join a bit later, you've only just finished a 3,000 mile job. Jeez, that must have took a while. That must have took a while indeed. Yeah, it took a good few hours to complete it. You've got more patience than I do. I get bored on longer jobs, so I tend to stick to the shorter ones. Well, short and mid-length jobs. But we have got our first job up the stream. Let's make our way out of London. Going London to Calais. Seriously? You'd think you'd have realised by now when the light's on the other side of the road. Life is easy here, just chilling on a bench outside the station. Next bus 18:30 every 30 minutes. Jeez. £1,500 kilometre. It's not hard. Anyway, 1,500 is most of the time the longest you can do patience with. It's about that with me as well. I don't really like doing anything longer than that, because it does start dragging in my opinion. Getting paid to do this is a blessing. Well, at least you have a nice easy shift. That's probably a good thing in the seats. Welcoming to the guy whose name I cannot read because it's in what I believe is Arabic. Welcome in. Event convoys are like 1k and then, well, 1.1k, easiest way to read it. Most of them are, but I think Phoenix, their last convoy, was like 2,400 kilometers, something silly like that. Go. 1k is about 45 minutes. At 110, probably about that, yeah. It's only worth it if more players were on driving empty roads for that long. Gets boring to me, same. And what I can see as well on streams is a lot of people seem to agree on that, because not just am I getting more views on CD road content, but on top of that I'm getting well, the people who are tuning in are staying tuned in on average for longer. So yeah, the stats back up that, definitely. It's a shame the rest of the map is so empty, I agree. Because if the player base was more spread it out, it'd be a bit more interesting. Away from the CD world, that's for sure. Anyways guys, if you are just tuning in, make sure you have hit that like button. Hitting that like button does help me out a massive amount as a content creator here, so it's very much appreciated. Wonder how things will differ when the CD world becomes a highway. That's the thing, because I reckon that could change a lot of things. But obviously I'll monitor any player change when it comes out, for sure. You'll pop back on your break, bird watching. Enjoy that one, Prince. We'll see you in a bit. Let's get past this slow moving lorry. I wonder if you'll need to take any detours out of Calais again. Was it too busy earlier? Yeah, I had to do it once yesterday because someone disconnected his trailers across all the lanes in the hard shoulder and was blocking, so yeah, that kind of forced my hand, unfortunately. Hopefully be none of that tonight, but we'll see. And welcoming Nebula. Probably busier though, it'll be busier now due to it being peak time now. Oh, hang on, 2,752. That's not quite as busy as it has been lately. We'll see how it goes, maybe people come on later. I only seen one, aren't I? Just wanted to double check then, because I seen Bob put a different number in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's probably using all together. Yeah, that's a good point. Across all the servers, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, just about to enter Dover. Slowing down for this bend, make sure we make it. Yeah, people must be elsewhere tonight. No doubt Pokemon server is the second highest for most people in server /C2. Sim2 doesn't get a lot of love. Yeah, I was interested to see how Sim2 would go when it first got relaunched with the higher speed limit. But yeah, it's still just most of the server used for like convoys and those who want to drive an empty roads type thing. So I remember the time when the service was that busy, over the festive periods and times like that, you needed a third server. You used to have Sim 3 as well, back in the day, at certain times. You don't need that even Christmas time now. Welcome in, Harrison. You find yourself always reporting the same people from the same countries overtaken recklessly, and one didn't know how to brake. He said he was learning. See, if you're going to learn about ETS2, there's two places you should be doing that. One is on single player, and the other one's on arcade mode. I seem to always be reporting people from Turkish Airlines VTC. Same, it's about one a stream now. Just makes no sense to me. Used to be another VTC I was reporting drivers to a lot, but I don't really see them anymore. Can't think what they're called. I think it started with a J or something like that. I sometimes feel you're playing with 6-year-olds. Some of them probably are. Especially the horn spammers. Yeah, they give themselves away, don't they? For those who are playing Fantasy Premier League as well, there's the deadline for game week 1 is in 13 minutes time. Make sure you have got your squads ready. And it's nice to see about 20 people in the mini league this season. I think we had 14 or 16 last season, so it's nice to see another increase in numbers. Hopefully it'll be a nice competitive leaderboard, eh? I'm hoping for anyway. Yeah, some are impatient, but I do think a lot of them are younger drivers as well. But obviously, you know, younger people do generally come with less patience because they've not learnt that yet. Right, coming into Calais. Hopefully less people on the server is going to mean, like, douchebags going to be less crazy, but we'll see when we get there. That guy seems to want me to go. Yeah, I'm using a different trailer because my truck is not in the typical global cargo livery, and there is no livery for this. Sorry, there's no trailer in the livery for this truck, so I thought let's use something a little bit different. Come on. Doesn't like turning this truck. Well, not slow speeds anyway. But again, guys, we are driving the Volvo FH5. I think this is one of the ones that might be used to CC, I could be wrong though. I think it's easier to turn, but if you're going at slower speeds it will take longer. But anyway, that's our first job done, the only chill one of the stream. And that's got me a little bit closer to 285. We might just take that this stream if we can avoid getting in other people's collisions. Let me get this job logged and we'll get another one going. Driven with somebody else, not from Global Cargo, no. In fact, I drove on my own that job. Right. Let's go first run down the CD road. Same job we've just had. Seriously? Let's go. We always get the same McDonald's ad after you finish a job. See, I do put in adverts at that time, but I wonder how come you get the same one and why McDonald's? Just gonna have a look into what's causing this traffic. Is it outside the S7? No, it's beyond that. See, I can't see what it is, but I'm not going to go turn left. I'll be there all day. They are apparently serving Big Macs for 1p for limited time only. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way. Because there's no way... Oh, I'm not checked. Yeah, there we go. Because that's not really moving. I reckon there's something going on outside of the area I can see. And good evening, Eternity. It's like, I've not took that job either. Oh my god, what a moron I am. I've been doing that more and more lately and I don't know how. Taking a detour, yeah. I think seeing the traffic, how it was, took my attention away because I was trying to work out what was going on and what best to do about it. Yeah, really, T indeed. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing at times. But yeah, we will go on the diversionary route. 790's got no brain cells either. If the road outside isn't clear, don't leave the company. Because otherwise then you're blocking the other lane for anyone else. Not really on. But yeah, for those who don't know the diversion route I take when stuff's going on that road out of Calais, is I go across the ferry port to, well, it's accepting that, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, I jump the ferry port back to Dover, drive down to the Channel Tunnel, and then I will jump a train to near Calais, which is normally where I can access the CD road. Yeah, different trailer tonight, because I'm in a truck that's not got the global cargo livery. I think this is a CC one. But yeah, this truck isn't in global car delivery, so I just picked a different trailer because of that. It's normally one you don't get anyone on Leaf, so it's normally one I use if I'm talking to people like Prince. I had to turn it off completely last stream. Some muppet decided to start playing music down CB radio. I can't see you doing that because I think they're catching the button for a split second. So by the time I look up to see the name, it's already gone off the screen. So a big thank you to Smiler Bob, who has done a £10 super chat. A little help for your PC fund, keep going. A massive thank you for that, Bob. 176, I've got that. Well, it'll be 178. But yeah, a big thank you for that £10 super chat. It will indeed be going into the computer fund. Anything I make off these streams, you know, ad revenue, memberships, whatever it might be, it does go into that fund, definitely. My computer replacement is my #1 priority when it comes to this sort of thing. If you haven't yet done so, guys, make sure you do hit the like button on that super chat as well. Once again, a big thank you for it. That was £10 sterling. Is someone blocking again? I suspect so, but I think just out of range on what I can see. All good, right? What time are you thinking you can fill that PC port? Good question. Maybe somewhere between December and March, something in that ballpark, depending on how things go. Because I'm only monetised on this channel, I'm not monetised anywhere else. So it's only anything I get from here that I can obviously, well, it's the only place I'm earning. Quite a while to go then. Possibly Eternity. But then again, there's always a chance I'll upload a video and it'll pop off or something. That's happened to people before now. But I'm just working it out. As Adam's saying, I can't answer it. I'm just working out in my head on what I make on average on here and other places per month. Don't don't need the full beam anymore. But yeah, I'm just doing it on that and working out, you know, what I can expect, because I'm probably going to end up spending something in the region of £1,000 on a replacement computer, due to the fact that I need to have a more powerful one than what I've currently got. Come on, let's go. And then also, it could become longer if I have to spend money on this computer to keep it in working order as well. Oh, when UK would you have the left? It definitely takes a long time to save up. You've been saving since 2023 to try and get a new gaming laptop. Do you have in mind what specs you need and things like that? This truck feels so weird to drive because it's got the different wheels compared to what I've been used to driving in recent years. And yeah, that's my current PC specs. I bought it, well, when I got the computer, this one, it's when the price was as high due to chronic part shortages. Should have been £1,000, but I got it in sale for like 820 quid, something like that. This computer will be cheaper now than it was when I bought it. But yeah, I'm expecting for what I'm you know, what I'm gonna need. I'll be surprised if I can get it for much under £1,000. But of course, we'll see. Come on. To think this computer's 4 years old in January. It's just mad. Doesn't feel that long ago I got this computer. Yeah, you've been looking at newer gaming laptops with a 40 or 50 series GPU. You just want something that'll be pretty future proof. See, that's another thing as well, like it just feels like in the computer sort of industry, things are moving really quickly, like, you know, in terms of, you know, let's look at graphics for games, for example. Look how far that's gone in 20 years. So it feels like every time you get a computer that's, you know, reasonably decent, it becomes obsolete before you know it. Just coming up on this channel tunnel now. I would have preferred to have drove the normal way out of Calais, but I think someone was playing silly buggers and the traffic wasn't moving, so that meant I had to divert. Something I'm having to do more and more lately. I'm just going to heart that super chat. A big thank you for it again. Well, at least when you go the Channel Tunnel way, there's all this traffic, that is true. I usually just slash disconnect when that happens. I suppose that's another thing I could do instead of diverting, I suppose. Only thing you have to look out for is people merging onto the A16. That's true. Because I've been crashed into a couple of times. Some people who are simply not looking if the road is free, clear, whatever word you want to use, and it's going into the side of me. We're about to find out how busy it is. I hope he doesn't sit on my backside, because if I lag, which is a fair possibility if there's a lot of people down there. That's an interesting username by 2675. No, that was too close. No. Finally, he backs off. Why didn't he just overtake? Like, honestly. Yeah, it felt that way. It was almost like he hoped I'd crash into him or something. Just why? '87 on the nearby as we approach the CD road. Right, well, we are just about to come onto the CD road for the first time tonight. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. The lack of traffic around here at the minute does back up my suspected theory that somebody was blocking coming out of Calais. Did I have any technical issues yesterday? No. Everything ran pretty smooth yesterday, I'm glad to say. And I was worried because it was warmer in the room yesterday than it is today. So I was like worried that it would overheat or something like that, the computer, but it didn't. No space on my cup, I'll put it here. Look at this guy behind me. I've just finished a nice drink of juice, Victor juice leaf. Just try and keep me cool. Let him have a taste. Does this guy really need to drive so close to me? I'll go in camera 2 and have a look, but sometimes when I do that it lags. so I don't want to cause the lag. But I'm nervous it will lag and, you know. He has fell back a little bit though. People sit that close and then complain when you have a small lag spike, it sends them flying. Exactly that, I just don't understand it at all. Had similar problems earlier, so impatient they are. That's the big issue as well. They come on a simulation game, but then when they don't have patience, you know, it's like, well, why you want a simulation game? You know, one you need patience for. But why are you in reverse? I think the pilot car just crashed into somebody ahead. And what a surprise, there he is at the side of the road. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that truck to go in reverse then, it shouldn't have done. Well, that's something else that goes on sometimes and I don't know what causes it. Gotta be careful when people are that impatient because they will 100% overtake somewhere stupid. Yeah, I don't know what to get out of it, I really don't. And yeah, he's passed, isn't he, Eternity? See if he does the same to the truck in front, he probably will. Well, he wants to pull out, but I can't stop it middle of the road. Better than being so close behind, yeah. How heavy is this? 27 tons? Jeez, man. Yeah, look how impatient he's being ahead trying to get past. Oh yeah, he is. I think he's behind me. And that's the thing as well, we're getting close to that railway traffic, so you know, they won't be going anywhere with that. Oh my. That guy's overtaking on some seriously dangerous corners. That was a stupid overtake by that pilot car. Why is he honking? Probably honking at the guy to tell him to hurry up. Because he's an impatient, so he just wants to get moving. There's many parts of the map people can drive at 110 if they want to. But when you come to a road like this, it's just, you know, you're going to spend more time in traffic than you are doing 110. That's just how things are. And the FPL deadline has passed, guys. For those of you who are playing FPL, I hope you made the deadline, and good luck to everyone this season. As usual in my Discord server, we do have an area which will be keeping everyone updated on what's going on. And also poking fun. Yeah, he's pretended to park and then just pulled straight in front of me. Oh yeah, we've got him. Yeah, you can tell he's getting annoyed. Don't drive like a muppet around me and there won't be any issues. Load damage, none. And now we get to see how bad the traffic is heading towards Calais here. Because this is where traffic's at its worst. Yeah, probably all the way to the Brussels Junction. I think you're going to be right there. I think 1964 is recklessly overtaken, judging to where his trailer's at. Yeah, it is all the way back to the junction and possibly beyond that. No, there it is, finishes here, middle of the junction. I mean, what's the point joining the road just to pull over again? Oh well, at least we're making good progress towards Duisburg after that diversion rate at the start due to really bad traffic trying to get out of Calais. Oh, he's disconnected. He knew what was coming. And now I've got another guy who seems intent on sitting on the back of my truck. Sometimes when somebody's sat that close to you, you almost hope you lag, because it would serve them right. But at the same time, you don't want to have any load damage or like that. I want to slow down for this guy in front of me, but I've got no brake distance whatsoever. I can't be seen to doing that because it can cause a collision and I can get banned because it'll come under reactions. But I'm glad 721 was able to get in and me not crash into the guy behind. Not sure, but he might have just gone into the back of me then. It's very tempting to do that. I've definitely been guilty of doing it yourself in the past. Yeah, it's just risky because if they check the footage or something and they see your brake light, they know what you've done. Because if you lag, there's no brake light. Traffic hasn't been too bad. How many players are on again? We're now on 2,903, so it's gone up 150 in about 20-30 minutes. We cut off the CD road at the moment. Just taking it easy. We do have a couple of people ahead of us who are heavier than us. There's a big stop coming up ahead. Somebody's had a crash. What time do you usually wake up nowadays? I feel like I wake up early. On a normal day, as in like an in-day when I'm doing just content, editing and stuff, about between 7 and 8, I'll wake up. But sometimes, like, I do wake up early if I'm just trying to get to that pilot car, but yeah, some days I will set an alarm up to get up early if I'm going out for the day. It's like some days I will go out to get content for the transport channel. Others hasn't. Didn't realise he's on server. He's probably said something I've just forgotten. And yeah, it did take me a while to get sleep last night. It's meant to be on Saturday, Sunday, Monday as well, and then it will cool down a little bit after that. You're struggling to sleep with the heat. It's not nice, is it, Bob? Welcome in, Ben. I think I was already in. I forget. You've got a lie-in tomorrow. Or do you not work at the weekends, or is it just how it's felt? Because it is Friday today. I do not have that Friday feeling, I'm not going to lie. Catch up to this guy. More than I'd like to be. You've got the fan on while sleeping. Do you know what? When I was in the Philippines, they had a couple of electric fans, and the first week I was there, I was sleeping with the electric fan on as well. That's an interesting parking spot. You work every other Saturday and Sundays off. Well, that's something at least. You should have asked to bring one home. I think once we've done more work on the house, including more plug sockets, I'll definitely look to get one. So I don't have any spare plug sockets and I don't have any spare USB slots at the moment. Oh, hello. That guy's decided to wait at lights, which he's totally entitled to do. Another one who was turning left from the straight on lane. I'm sweating, it's too warm. I'm the same. Like, it just feels like I've got two swimming pools underneath my armpits most of the time. So tired of seeing that people turning left from the right lane. It's just dumb. It's clearly marked on the floor what each lane is for. What are you doing? Right, and here we are coming into Duisburg for the first time this stream. Yeah, there is a bit of a queue. Here comes the lag, absolutely. Uh-oh. I don't know how them two did not make contact. I've got 232 on the nearby already. Ouch. Moving down with the traffic. Your game crashed in Calais a few days ago when there was 205 on the nearby. $223 at the minute. But yeah, I definitely struggle in this area. I'm hoping this will be a lot better with the new PC. You'd think so, but with so many on the nearby, I bet most people are lagging in some description. Yeah, there's other people complaining about lag in chat, funnily enough. Nice to click on him. That's another pet hate of mine. People who know full well in the wrong lane, but yet they still, well, not just wrong lane, but wrong side of the road, but still drive like that. Well, I'm not going until we got that protective green light, and bugger off, you're not sorry at all. She won't be doing that. So that's not a mistake. That's ridiculous driving. $2693 can also be reported for that. Yeah, it annoys when they say sorry when you can tell a mile off it wasn't, you know, a mistake. A mistake is like not noticing a traffic light has changed and you don't brake in time, something like that. Blatantly taking a left turn from a lane you know for a way you're not meant to, and you still do it. That's not a mistake, that's being a pillock. Is he in the non-collision? Yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly that. They know what they're doing. And his player took you wrong, absolutely. What you'll find with most of them is that they seem... Let's double check it is the one I think it is. In the corner, it looks like it is. But yeah, they've seen somebody else do it and they've just gone, oh, he's done that, so I'm going to do it type thing. And there we go. We've made it to Duisburg. It wasn't too bad, the traffic, once we got away from Calais, and that's helped us get here some time today. And that's got us a lot closer to level 285. We might just get there next job if we have a good run. Let me get this job logged and we'll get the next one going. Didn't drive anyone from Global Cargo. And we have gained a new subscriber as well. I want to say a big thank you for that subscription. We're very much appreciated. There we go. Doesn't seem like a lot of mods are on site compared to yesterday. That's true. Don't think we've seen any actually. Taking stone dust back to Calais. Let's go and pick this job up. Yeah, at least it's looking like it'll be cooler weather from Tuesday. Right, we're nowhere clear to come out. Right, there's loads on this road so we can go. It's time to get out of Douchebag. Three 7-8 should have waited then. But again, that was another one that was down to lack of patience. Yeah, it's one of them, if you don't have patience, TMP is not for you. Because, well, particularly this part of the map, because you do need a lot of patience, because you will be sat in traffic, that's just how it works. Like, what do they expect, to drive 110 the whole way on the busiest part of the map? And that's what they seem to think. It's just like, doesn't work like that. I'm in front of that pilot car, but I will move back. Did that pilot car just bounce off the fence or something? Oh, not a fence, concrete barrier. Getting late. Well, I can move over now, that pilot car's nowhere near me. Hello Max, welcome in. What are you doing? Yeah, the deadline for FPL's now passed, Matt, and we have got a squad together. We'll see how this season goes. Definitely, you know, done a couple of different things differently. Hopefully that works. You try and avoid pilot cards as much as possible. I wish it was so easy, but this part of the map, it's full of them. Got another one here trying to find his way past me on the road with one lane. Horn spamming like a 5-year-old is not going to change anything. And so going, bro, fast, like, wrong game. Like, honestly. Have they ever heard of Forza Horizon or GTA 5 to do that? Exactly that. I've never played a Forza game, weirdly enough, but I did enjoy the I mean, right, okay. That'll be the first report of the stream. 1 hour 10. Welcome in, OP. What do you mean by scale? Get past this guy so we can join. But yeah, if the traffic is coming to slow down in front of you, you slow down as well. You don't go to overtaking on the grass. No load damage as well after that pilot car, so I'm happy with that. Shocked. It's the same pilot car. Yeah, it is actually, the one who stopped in the middle of the road before. My graphics on ETS2 is set to medium. This is until I'm able to upgrade my computer and go back to high. Oh, hello, Snuggles. Just seen something move in the corner of my eye and I did actually jump inside for a moment. Again, just crashing into 2406. You're at Cali already, are you, Adam? Well, we'll see how I get on. You need to move. Ah, you went on the motorway, Adam. Come on, that's cheating. Oh my. Okay. That's again down to someone who lacks patience. Just decided let's overtake and then disconnect as quickly as we can when he knew it wasn't going right. Somehow still no load damage. Yeah, I'll definitely make a good shot. I'll note that down when safe to do so. And Snuggles, do you mind opening the curtains? They're shut, so at least try and keep some of the sun away from my eyes and that. That pilot car again behind me is another one who's determined to get past me. And he's just crashed into somebody else. What a surprise. I couldn't make out his number. CD road always full of mad drives and kids. Absolutely. It's weird though how so many bad drivers it's amazing how many bad drivers come onto a simulation game. I will never ever understand that. Or you could see his number, could you? At least one of us could. I'm going to note down that short thing. There we go. So that guy who overtook and crashed into me is disconnected. He'll make a good shot. And the traffic's about the same as it was when we're heading the other way. No change yet. We'll just sit in the traffic patiently like anyone else would be. The hazard's back on actually. What's for dinner? Well, we'll see. I'm hoping it's going to cool down while I'm streaming, so I can have something warmer. But we'll have to see. $716 again. How were your sandwiches last night? It was nice, to be fair. They did the job. Sadly, I've got no bed tonight, so that's a bit of an issue. So the problem is, it's been warm where I've been now for you know, coming up a week. So, you know, anything, well, just about everything that is cold that you can eat, I've had. Oh, somebody's just got kicked, another one. So there's a moderator about here. Yeah, 716 has now decided to park where he's not meant to be. And has been kicked. And for those who are, for those who are playing Fantasy Premier League and you've not yet joined the mini league, it's not too late to join. There is a link in the there's a link in chat being posted by Nightbot. The more the merrier. There's actually a fair few wins this season. I think somewhere around 20. I think we only had about 14 or 16 last season, so it's nice to see a few more joining. The more the merrier, really. There's actually 22 in that mini league at the moment. So yeah, the more the merrier. I say it does make the leaderboard more competitive. And then you've got the cup towards the end of the season as well. Do you support a Premier League team, OP? Or are you just like me where you like playing FPL? Oh, you're an Arsenal fan. We'll see how they'll get on this season, eh? They've had a couple of, you know, bids to win the Premier League. They've not managed it yet. Maybe they'll do it this season. So I think last 2 seasons they got second, so the scope to win is there. Liverpool won it last season, but I'm not overly convinced that their defence is going to be as good this season. So you might see him concede more if I'm correct. We'll see. And though Oscar will come in, I'm doing fine. How are you? Well, doing fine. I'm sweating like a blooming pig, like, but yeah. Oh, my wheel I've just undone. Just pulled the wire out when I put the drink down by accident. Good job I weren't driving, although I wouldn't have took a drink while driving. And that's good to Oscar. Can't tell which team will win the league because the transfer season is crazy. There has been a lot of transfers, hasn't there? And there seems to be a lot going on even today. Because it looks like there's been an agreement reached. Whistler going from Brentford to Newcastle, and then Isak going Newcastle to Liverpool. I thought I seen somebody on the nearby I used to know. I know it's on Bayern Munich to Liverpool. Well, that's already gone through. I think my old wheel did disconnect once, so I went flying into some barriers. How many people on the server? $2,971 now, Oscar. But yeah, Newcastle wouldn't let Isak go at first, but it looks like they're going to sign Wissa, who's been, I think, apparently striking to Brentford in order to force the move. And then that's going to allow Isak to go to Liverpool. That seems to be the agreement that's been reached in the last 24 hours. So in the last 24 hours, they've both been flagged, both Wissa and Isak, as not being selected by the clubs who currently own them. So that does, you know, signal that an agreement has been made at last minute. And yeah, there is a fair bit of traffic today, although we did have a decent one going the other way. And yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Wissa because I had him for a lot of last season. He did really well. So if he goes to Newcastle and starts playing, getting the minutes, I will certainly be looking to bring him in. But, you know, both Wissa and Boyle, however you pronounce his name, they've both left Brentford. So I'm a bit... It's in my back of my mind that we're not going to see Brentford scoring as many goals as they did last season. But we'll see. Train crossing, of course, always so much traffic. Yeah, but thankfully we're almost out of this now. We should get across this time, actually. I still need a shave as well. Yeah, the Premier League season's about to start, so we're about to see what actually happens. And as someone who plays Fantasy Premier League and makes videos on it, I'm definitely highly curious. For anyone who's not yet seen my squad, I did upload a video before talking about who's in my squad and why. Hopefully I've made the right choices, but I am nervous. Yes, it's good you're almost out. How long have you been sitting there? Oh wow! 2933 has decided to go and have a lie down. But yeah, if it was in that traffic about 15 minutes. Now that pilot car's apologising to the truck, but from where I was sat, it like the truck took too much speed round the corners. But then again, he's apologising now, so I don't know. Maybe they did actually have a touch and it weren't clear from where I was. Really? Someone overtaking like that on the out shoulder's crazy. What out shoulder? Sorry, the grass. Feels sweaty and sticky as heck. Like I say, I think from Tuesday it calms down. So today it's been 23 degrees at highest, and Saturday, Sunday, Monday is back to 26. And yeah, it's on the warm side over at the minute, OP. Assuming that's Adam, I can see. Yeah. Imagine if you lived in the south. Yeah, I think it's a little bit warmer there. And that makes sense because the further north you go, the more rain you get. And you see this with regards to, you know, Scotland, for example. Scotland get a lot more rain than we do. Where are you based, OP? Hello Oliver, welcome in. I won't say 19's cold. I heard that Spain got over 40 degrees. Wow, there's an overtaker as well, coming off the accelerator. Kenya, that's probably on the cold side for Kenya. You're in France at the moment, are you, Oliver? 19 is pleasant, yeah. I was in the Philippines, like, near enough every afternoon it was about 34 degrees, and I was just like, oh, struggling. Well, for the first week I was struggling, but after nearly a week, it started raining every evening. Well, after every mid-afternoon, that kept it cooler, so I was able to manage it much better. 27 degrees in the south. Yeah, by midnight it was 16, 17. See, in the Philippines, even at night, it never goes below 20. Oh, if it does, it's extremely rare. 34 degrees, but did it feel like 45? The first couple of days it did. Like, I spent a lot of time in front of the electric fan and drinking on the first couple of days. I can't wait until I go back to the Philippines again, but I've got to think about my setup first before I can think about putting any serious money towards that. Do they have many vending machines for drinks? I didn't see a single vending machine while I was there. And another thing as well, I never seen any card machines. No, I did once. I went into the city. I went into Jollibee. There was a card machine there, but I never used it. Over there, it's just cash is well and truly king. And one thing as well is a lot of people will have like little stores in the side of their houses. What do you call them now? Oh. Sally stores, that's the thing. It's like there was one there where me and Charlie was and it to it once or twice to get a drink. $23 degrees for you at the minute, Bob, and 20 for Oscar. I'll look what it is for me now. I don't know why he's trying to undertake. Well, someone's done some bad driving. No load damage. Welcome in, Just Greg. I'm using a 1650 at the moment. It's 20 degrees for us. Cheers for that, Adam. We'll need to check then. Excuse me. I'd rather not be so close to this guy, but he's moved over where he has. So the last person who did that started saying, "Oh, I didn't pull over," and he did. You're going to head off and have some dinner. I don't blame you. Bob, have you enjoy your food? To overtake us on both sides. It's just crazy, isn't it? And welcome in El Drago. How do you rate friends in this game if you report everyone? I just report those who are not following the rules as agreed when they came on the server. You can drive like morons on GTA and other things like that. So just queuing to get into Calais, there's 162 on the nearby. Yeah, it does make me laugh. There are some people who you know, they decided to come onto ETS2 TMP. They know there's rules, you know, for what's expected, and yet they still drive the way they do. You could say some people cannot be helped. There's a community manager on the nearby now. I think they are English. I think they are able to kick and ban. Interesting username, famous person. That pilot car's reactions are slow. Might be looking at his phone or something while driving. Are you coming to drive on TMP, are you? All did be reported, what a surprise. Now he's calling people idiots. I mean, you've just pulled in front of someone. It wasn't me, now he's saying it wasn't him. Yeah, sure thing, pal. Oh. Why are you reversing? And before I asked English, before I asked why I didn't go on the grass to overtake, there's a big rock in the way. And it's too close to the entrance to the F7 garage as well. Oh well, that was alright. Welcome into the membership group El Drago. Thanks for helping the channel out. For those who don't know, there is a separate chat on my Discord server just for members. What you need to do in order to access it is to link your Discord and YouTube together. And yeah, when we say F7, Oscar, what we mean is the garage in which you land at when you F7 in the game. It's just an easier and quicker way to say it. For those who are wondering about the membership cost, now I've just read the perk. It is just 99 pence per month, which is the lowest I could have it if I'm remembering correctly. I can't speak today, clearly. Terence accepting that. But yeah, that was a drive from Duisburg to Calais, and we have hit level 285 here on the Global Cargo Events profile. I'll get this job logged, and then we will get another job going. Didn't drive enough for Global Cargo. And we have gained another new subscriber on YouTube. My subscription count now ends in 69, so I'm happy about that one. But yeah, big thank you for the support, very much appreciated, guys. Alright. Let's go move on to Duisburg again. Taking stone dust to Duisburg. You're not a fan of people who report others on every collision, but I like your stream and subscription is cheap. I mean, it all helps. At the minute, the money I'm getting out of like the subscriptions, like what you just took out, for example. It's going towards a new computer, which will be much better than what I'm currently running. This computer's getting a bit obsolete, it's getting faults, and it is 4 years old in January, so you know, it's got to go. Preferably before it completely fails. Because at the minute I am running with a GPU issue. Welcome to stream DT, your PC is almost 5 years old. Wow. See, the only thing I've had to pay to, you know, keep this computer running so far has been the CPU cooler, but now it's getting a bit obsolete. I'm hoping to replace it before it fails. Have your recent website reports been successful? A good question. Really? But yeah, there's been a couple I've not checked on for a little bit. The last one I'd seen had been accepted. And I'm not sure what 740 is doing there. It shouldn't have reversed like that. That's another person doing a U-turn because they don't fancy waiting. Which truck? Other. Oh, the stupidity going on outside the F7 garage again. Oh, what are you doing? Another one that doesn't know a giveaway sign exists. No, I'm going to go the usual route, as I think it is clearing up, and there does seem to be a moderator about. The guy behind me was not paying attention. That's one thing that was probably holding the traffic up, is somebody actually wanted to turn left into the S7 garage. No DT. It's where we had some plastering done. Yeah, and that's the thing, Leaf. A lot of people don't know what a giveaway sign is. If he moves up a bit more, which looks like he will do, I should be able to fit behind him. So I've got a smaller trail than I normally would do. Good job, mate. Now I've got 155 on the nearby. Can I even get out of this? I'm gonna have to go past that. Seriously? Clearly didn't go wide enough. That's peed me off, that has. No problem, I'll report him. All because that clown didn't know what a giveaway sign is. Exactly that. So Mr. Moron Scania can be enjoying single player very shortly. Yeah, people don't know what simple road rules are. I'm afraid TMP is not for them. This guy hasn't got the internet either, or computer, one of two. No load damage. You've moved over. It's going slow to let him pass, and I'll move into that left lane. Well, I would have done, but he's taking the blooming mick. And somebody else has caught up. He's also got a triple trailer. And somebody else, that other guy's just rolling in, I think. Yeah, I'm not getting over. Staying in this lane then. We'll just turn around at the channel tunnel. Oh, there's somebody's disconnected. Well, that's clear, let's go. $27 tons is showing we're struggling to get up the hill then. Somebody decided to disconnect to Midlet Road. You're driving a Scania today, you Oscar? Volvo FH5 for myself. Right, clear to merge back on. I'll be staying in this lane until we get to the CD road, and then obviously we'll go on that. At least I was able to leave Calais the correct way, unlike before where we had to divert because I'm pretty sure there's somebody blocking. How much money does my personal ETS2 account have? I'm actually not sure. I've not logged onto it for a while. These days I only use my personal account when I'm doing any World of Trucks jobs. And they're only oh, and not just that, that's some interesting parking. And not just that, over the winter we do winter, you know, I'll do jobs for winter skin, which is also on my account. Oh my. Just didn't look before pulling out. How I didn't crash into that guy, I don't know. That was a close one. I think it's an airplane pilot who was flying. Yeah, he definitely was. Another thing as well when it comes to those pilot cars is you can't see them that well over the barriers. So obviously the cars are a lot lower down than the truck could be. Oh, there's Oscar. Right, it's clear, let's go. Well, let's see how this job down the CD road goes, eh? Would just like to remind everyone that I do have some social medias. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord server, TikTok and Blue Sky. If you're not yet following me on them, make sure you go and do so, as it's the best way to keep up to date myself when I'm not live streaming or recording. Struggling up this hill. You can tell I've got 27 tons. This guy in front of me is taking his time. He's only doing about 70. Looks like he's off for fuel. That's one group of players I almost never report as well, Patreons, because obviously they've paid You know, to kind of like keep the game going. No. So yeah, they pay to keep the game going, so them lot are less likely to muck about. There's no point paying to keep a game going if you're always banned. Taking it easy around some of these corners as I don't want to tip it. That would be very embarrassing. You're behind me, okay? No problem. Some traffic here, though. Brake check. Oh, blimey heck. I think my ears are getting a bit sore from having this headset on all day. Been doing a lot of editing and stuff today, and on top of that I had meetings online about something as well, so yeah, been quite a busy man. I'm not sure where Oscar's from. You're English, are you? I was stuck in gear because I was trying to pick up speed while going up a hill. Yeah, I don't mind sitting in traffic because it's more realistic, because let's be honest, peak time you get stuck in traffic, so this makes things realistic. Hello Xavier, welcome in. The CDO isn't too bad tonight overall. I've put a couple of reports in, but it's not as bad as it was last night. How are you getting on? At your girlfriend's house, are you? Is it your night off from the airport, mate? Oh, and somebody up nearby has been banned. Wonder what he's done. Tomorrow you've got work. But at least you can relax with your girlfriend tonight. That's summer. If my health was better, it would definitely be, you know, like baggage handling would be a really good job to do if it was overnight. But because of my heart problems and stuff like that, no chance would I be allowed to do it. Because I'm not really meant to do much heavy lifting. Every blue moon's fine, but you know, I couldn't make it a regular thing. This is on the Global Cargo Events profile, but it is different. So I put a different trailer on with it because we don't have a matching trailer for it. This guy in front of us has took a job that's too heavy for the truck he's got. Just remembered now that the first game of the Premier League season is underway. A good luck to everyone who's playing FPL this season. Hopefully we do well. I'll let 685 out. Ball's only moving up. Well, now he wants to get out. While we're sitting in this traffic, I just want to say in terms of further content from me tonight, we've got a ETS2 stream highlights video at 9 o'clock and an ETS2 short at 10 o'clock. They're UK times, of course. Hopefully you guys will check them out and enjoy. Green dot ahead. Adam. Traffic around there is heavy. But then again, when isn't it? Hello John, welcome in. And yeah, this is Tucker's MP. Yeah, oh, there's Adam. Did he want to pull out? It's not indicating, so I'm assuming no. But yeah, heavy traffic. Makes it realistic though, because in, you know, peak time, you're getting traffic. And this is definitely peak time for ETS2. So it does add a bit of realism. I'm sure, could you repeat the mod name? What, Truckers MP? Or TMP for short? Because I haven't pulled in the traffic, it's not parked up anymore. Not a problem, John? You're going off for a nice night. Not a problem, Ben. Nice one for tuning in. We'll see you around. Stream page crashed, so I'm just putting that back on. And you mate your company, I'll join Players Company. I'm in Global Cargo VTC, if that's what you mean, John. I've not set it up, but I am a member. Oh, you're eating a Big Mac, are you? Enjoy your McDonald's. Hello. Why is there something loading inside me? Why is there two? If this guy sends me flying, I'm not going to be impressed. He's gone. There's never a good reason to load in the road. If for whatever reason you get disconnected, you can go into arcade mode, park up safely, and then join the main server. This then means that you're not going to load inside people and doesn't risk, you know, sending people to space, which can happen sometimes when you load up in Ghost mode, as there is some desync sometimes. It really sounds mad, it actually does as well. That was a bit reckless from before. Oh, not again. That made me jump then, because I was sure I was going to crash. Yeah, desync is an issue sometimes on ETS2 TMP. Some people definitely take advantage of it, while others, you know, they don't. Welcome back, Bob. Nice to have you back with us. How was your dinner? No warning then whatsoever. The guy just slammed on and come to a complete stop before I could even realise what he'd done. Probably been a collision in front of him, but I'm glad we escaped with no load damage. Oh, 374 just got banned for his reckless overtaking. Hopefully that will serve as a lesson. You don't... Oh, hello. You don't know when there's a mod watching. A pilot car made you crash you in Brussels. What happened? And your dinner was great. I'm glad to hear it, Bob. Nice to hear you enjoyed it, pal. But yeah, I've got that pilot car in front who's trying to get between the traffic. But yeah, what was I going to say then? It made you fly into Brussels. Yeah, I mean, like, what happened? Like, I don't get it. Did you record it? Well, I've got the stream going, so everything that happens in stream, you know, will be recorded, yeah. I'm just being extra careful on the corners due to having 27 kilometres, 27 tonnes. Oh, you're just talking to Oscar. You can tell I'm struggling with a seat. Where did I get my intro and outro screens from? I think, did these ones come English? I think these ones came from Canva, the first ones that did. And I just made a few tweaks. Yeah, he thrashed over to Duisburg. I understand, Oliver. The 1579 doesn't seem in a rush. The last heat wave we had, using static caravan, I very quickly ordered a fan when you got back home. This heat is meant for the northern UK now. Yeah, it is getting warm in the UK. And another thing as well that gives it away is when you speak to older people about the winter and they say how they used to get like bad snow all the time and things like that. And we almost never do. So it goes to show that our climate is slowly warming up. Yeah, the last heat wave I was in the Philippines, out of the way. I was laughing though, because everyone was putting on like Facebook and that, going, oh, it's too warm and melting. Like, I had a look and it was like touching 30 degrees at peak. And where I was, mid-afternoon, 34 degrees, and I'm like, okay. Oh, what's going on in front of us? Do you have the background music on your separate monitor from TMP? It's minimised. I start the playlist at the start of a stream and then I leave it minimised. So on my screen I've got the game, then I've got the chat, and then OBS. That's what I can see just looking at my screens. Excuse me. The last heat really is getting to it is. The heat is really getting to me at the moment. But I'm trying my hardest just to power through it as best I can. In the last 25 years, I think I've seen good snow about 4 times. I think it's the same for me. Well, I've been living in this house now 15 years. I think I've seen it once. I didn't like to the point where transport was getting cancelled. I've seen it once, maybe twice. Then I'd seen it another once or twice. At the house I was at previous to this. In fact, one of them felt kind of like out of 28 days later because like there was a lorry that had disconnected its trailer near where I was living at the time and it just got left and things like that. You could look at text to speech, that will read to chat in the headphones. Yeah, the problem is people could put inappropriate things and then it's read out and that can get me in trouble with YouTube, so unfortunately that's not an option. I appreciate you keeping the stream going. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. But yeah, I had similar where I had when somebody followed me on Kick, it would come on the screen, but then people was putting inappropriate stuff there, so that had to be stopped as well. The coldest in my area is probably about -7. You don't have the head for sound output stream. That's a bit out of my knowledge base, that, but never say never. In fact, we tried something a few years ago, similar, where when I was attending a lot of convoys at the time on ETS2, They was talking, like, a few of them was looking at, well, you know, if they couldn't hear the convoy chat. But, you know, I could just have it on my computer. And a few different people tried to work out how to do it, and none of us could do it. So now I'll have it like on my phone and like in one ear thing, something like that. But it's fine. And then the other issue you've got with that text to speech, every time it reads a message out, if the chat area becomes very busy, you know, it just wouldn't be sustainable. Anyway, I've come up to that traffic now. Oh wow, that was a big lags jump. .206 on the nearby. Slightly less than before, but you know, it's still quite busy. I do think overall the traffic is a little bit lighter today, so that's definitely been a positive. So we've been able to get jobs done just that little bit quicker. Oh, and that's one thing that's coming as well to YouTube very shortly. Auto dubbing, so I'll be talking in one language and it'll automatically get dubbed into another language. Not sure what I think about that, to be honest, but you know. I got an email about it the other day. We all know Auto Translate is on point. I'm quite nervous about what it might think I'm saying. Because this isn't the first time that something has come out and at first it's been an epic fail. The first time they brought these bots in to understand what we were saying, so we weren't effing and blinding all the time, that was a fail at first. And then when they brought one in to read thumbnails and text, again that failed at first as well. So it does make me a little bit nervous. Drop off spot. But yeah, that is coming to YouTube because I've got an email about it from YouTube themselves. I think it went out to most, if not all, creators. Right, let me get the next job going, shall we? Didn't drive enough for the cargo. We have gained another new subscriber. A big thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. I have a Yorkshire accent and voice control like Alexa. Can be a little off until I get to know the voice. Sometimes I'm talking to my phone, for example, and it thinks that I've asked it a question. So that's again another example. We're taking all back to Calais. But yeah, I remember they brought up the voice thing. Like, some creators were getting like strikes and things like that. Anyway, it turned out at first this voice recognition thing was struggling with British and Oceanic accents, and it thought it was coming out with like N-bombs and things like that, and it's just like, you know, it's not on. Yeah, so a little bit different today, Oliver. This is on the events profile. I've not driven it for a very long time. And since there's no matching trailer that goes with this, I just put this trailer on for the sake of it. Just to mix it up a little bit. Let's go. I was using that Volvo to complete your 3,000 mile journey. It really is a nice truck to drive. Yeah, it's not bad, you just need to get used to the extra wheels. Because I've got used to, you know, a different number of wheels, so it does feel strange. Because the turning is a bit different. Go. I'll go because he's way behind me. I'm going slowly. Have a quick look at the football score. The axle setup on the Scania R520 is a 6x4 setup. Right, let's see it's loaded up. Liverpool winning 1-0, okay. Who's got the goal assistant? Okay, not Salah. Hugo Ekiti, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his name, it's not a British name. Just gotta put my lamp on as well, it's getting dark. Another 6 weeks and I'll probably be starting my streams with the lights on, as it'll be that time of year. Guys, trailer's hanging out a little bit. Why is it? Oh, it has clicked on it. What are you doing? Do you think you're going to hop on TMP yourself and do a few jobs? Then you might as well, so you can get them logged. He's moved over. Oh, wow. We've got another guy who's blocking. I mean, I would like to move over, but oh, now you F7. Oh, they just loaded back in. Unbelievable, some people. If it takes him shopping in the road to read the sign, then he shouldn't drive. Oh my. Okay. So that's 2 hours 45 minutes in. Now what's going on? I didn't see what caused that pilot car to do that. And yeah, definitely that leaf. What, you reckon there's an admin about GDT? Well, I'm not going to get in that left lane. Oscar, you can't just stop in the road like that. You're going to get yourself banned. Be careful. Yeah, I'm not getting that left lane. Oh my. So I'm going right. That was a big lag from Oscar then. But yeah, one thing about CD World streams, it's not really possible to drive fully together, just in the nearby area. So please do not cause any problems on the road when it's coming to trying to drive with me, because it's simply, it's something that isn't really possible to do. And you do risk getting banned from the server, like 258's just been done. I'm not going to get in front of him. That's a pilot car. No. Don't know why he's beeping. I'm not pulling out in front of the traffic going like that. There's a gap there. Interesting tag from number 3. Jesus the W. Fair enough. And yeah, nice to see an admin about. I'm definitely not going around this corner at 100 kilometers an hour. I'd like to get to my end destination with 0 load damage if possible. Well, I would like to remind everyone that I do have some social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a Discord server, TikTok and Blue Sky. If you've not yet followed me on them, make sure you go and do so. They are the best way to keep up to date myself when I'm not live streaming or recording. And you'll find them linked in the description of this live stream. Oh, there's another mod just loading in. Didn't see the name, but I just saw the red writing at the last moment. Somebody corner cutting. Warm enough today. I did see that by 170. Nice name, bad driving. Also, for those who didn't see the announcement in the FPL chat before, on Discord this is, if you do not play FPL, if you have no interest in FPL, make sure you do mute that chat, otherwise it will get you on your nerves during the season. Oscar's lagging again. Really bad. Let's keep rolling. Assuming they're not banned as well, the footage I've got going online tonight will give me 2 further reports. Hopefully that will help reduce the number of bad drivers here on ETS2 TMP. Although I'm still convinced a lot of these bad drivers have multiple accounts. Got some bad traffic here. Jeez, what a lag that is. There he goes. The lower the ping, the better, really, Leaf. You can feel Oscar's pain, yeah. His computer or internet needs an upgrade. But yeah, I do think it's his computer. I mean, I'm in a similar boat myself because this computer is getting old and slow now. Well, it's normally quick, apart from when I'm doing ETS2. Sometimes like CD mode. Yeah, you lagged out, Oscar. So the traffic is very slightly better than it was before, but it is still a fair trek to the level crossing. I mean, all Oscar's computer will need is upgrades in certain areas. More so if it's an older PC as well. What's going on behind me? I think I can see actually. I think people drove down the hard shoulder. Notice will affect the ETS2 a lot. Oh, definitely. GPU as well. GB just don't seem enough nowadays on ETS, because you got to remember other things on the PC, use it as well. See, that's one thing with me, is because I've got the tracker open and I've got the the stream stuff going as well. So that's definitely the case for me. trying to let this guy in, but I can't if he's... Oh, hang on. He's out. Don't know what 2253 is doing. Definitely feeling a little bit cooler than I did an hour ago, but I'm still sweating like that. You're logging off, are you, Oscar? Nice one for dropping by. We'll see you soon. All have been reported, what a surprise. Well, at least this traffic 12th level crossing's moving, eh? So that's always a good thing. That's me, my cat. What is 180 doing? And how these two ended up side by side as well. Oh, he's going. Don't know what's wrong with so many people today. And yeah, exactly that one, DT. Tell you one thing, when it becomes more burble in here, I'm going to paint this room. Been saying for a couple of months I'm going to get it done now. It's definitely time I did. What are you doing? Good job I'm not a mod. The amount of bands I'll be handing out English every evening would be ridiculous. Now he's ramming people, yeah. Oh, when he reversed I thought, oh, he'd realised what he was doing wasn't allowed. And then he just went ploughing forward and I'm like, okay. Oh, he's not done. I think he's done, has he? Yeah. He's stuck between the two trailers of the double trailer for 2253. So therefore, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, he's reversed. Phew. Because there's no way for 2253 to keep going in that situation. Barriers. While I wait on this train, I'm going to have a look how many's on the server. 3003 on TMP tonight, guys. On ETS2 Simulation Server 1. Anyway. Have a quick look, see if that football's still 1-0. Probably is. It's just after half time. Yeah, 1-0. 47 minutes. Now out of that traffic, we shouldn't see any more until we're trying to get into Calais. I'm not sure if they're in bed yet, but I always keep the noise down by the time we hit 10 o'clock, because I'm definitely in bed by then. What's going on here? But yeah, that's one downside of this house. It's connected on both sides and the walls are quite thin. 1684, what an absolute idiot. At 1684. Crazy how they can hear you as you're not speaking that loud. Trust me, this noise level, they can hear every word I'm saying, particularly that side. And yes, I've had a few complaints before now. So going on ahead. Oh, the guy in front of me just got kicked. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Must have missed something. Hang some felt type sheets on the walls to act as a sound absorber. There'd have to be some sheets, I tell you, the slightest noises you can hear. At least a week off, yeah. Oh, there's Adam. Didn't realise he was still on. I just saw the global cargo tag at last moment. Why does this guy keep stopping for no reason in the bloody road? Complete clown. Now he's blocking somebody else from overtaking. Well, if he didn't keep stopping in the road, there wouldn't be any problem, would there? Oh my god. Now he's just brake checked him. Really? Now, the amount of bad drives on TMP at times is ridiculous. And I don't know yet, Adam. It's starting to get late. There's been another crash. This time somebody overtaking recklessly going the other blimmin' way. Yeah, there's quite a few bands that could be handed out now. Well, I don't have to move to even get past. I'm too close to the back of 2246, and there's a guy too close to the back of me to go anywhere. He's now decided to move. But yeah, if you do have damage and you can't get your truck to start again, don't be like this pillar, just F7, and then you can fix at the F7 garage. That should be blatantly obvious though for the vast majority of normal, sensible people. And yeah, exactly that leaf, it is moving now. How very convenient. Oh my. Well, you're getting banned as well. There's no need to overtake at the best of times, particularly on bends where you can't really see what's round the corner. That's not the same guy that's just got only kicked for that. I hope not. And yeah, that is definitely going on the website, even if that guy did just get kicked for that. Right, moving over. Oh, they didn't get totally through it. .299, 2294, sorry. He's taking his time, so I'm going to go for the overtake on him. Four then. 1, 2, 4, 4 was in the live lane. So I was about to stop then thinking there was some sort of obstruction on the road, but he's on the hard shoulder. And here we are, coming into Calais. And that's somebody else banned. $149 here on the nearby. Where is 453 going? So 142 on the nearby, we are queuing to get into Calais still. Oh, 2-1 Liverpool. What's going on here? Not a problem, Lee. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully see you soon. And Mohamed Salah's not scored or assisted the second one. Semenyo for Bournemouth has just scored, so it was 2-0 until a moment ago. Oh, green light, let's go. Really? Again, somehow no load damage. If you don't know what giveaway signs are, if you don't know how they work, please keep off TMP. Definitely don't need your sort on here. Anyway, that'll get me a little bit closer to the 286, so that's definitely a good thing. Wow. Not gonna lie, it is warm here today. But I will wrap up the stream here. I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream. If you have done, make sure you have hit that like button. If you're a first time viewer here, make sure you do subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you'll be notified of any future videos and live streams to myself. I will be back soon with another live stream. Nice one, guys.